We're chillin'! We're chillin' with Rick. He's gonna get to the story quick. Yeah, we're chillin'. Yes, we're chillin' with Rick. Chillin' with Rick, everybody. Yeah.
All right, let's get to the sponsors. Upscale Exotics, reptile-only specialty store that carries exotic reptiles looking for homes. They have snakes, lizards, geckos, turtles, chameleons, tarantulas, and more. It's a store of the creepy critters. With all the supplies, enclosures, and food, it's your one-stop shop, and they have knowledgeable staff located at 145 West Seneca Street in Sherrill, 315-367-5002. Games People Play, formerly Mind Games. It's a game store with so much more. They've been in business for 28 years. They have Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, or Magic the Gathering, Dungeons and Dragons, and also sports cards. They also have retro video games and board games. Weekly events held in-store and a knowledgeable staff located at 114 Madison Street in Oneida, 315-363-2448. Whitestown Automotive, quality repairs at a good price just up the Thruway Bridge in Westmoreland. Boogie Dad's Music, working on producing and distributing music on all platforms and great royalty kickbacks for all performers. Oneida Carpets. Oneida Carpets, family owned and operated by Scott and Lynn White. They're both installers. They install carpet, laminate, vinyl, luxury vinyl, plank flooring, and ceramic tile. All of your flooring needs in one store. They're located at 174 Madison Street in Oneida, 315-361-9800. Big Girl Stump Removal. Do you have a stump that needs to be removed? I'm talking about a tree stump. Then call up Big Earl. He's a great guy with very fair prices, and he'll grind the stump right down to the roots. Give him a call at 315-363-5217. Papa Top. That place out there is just like Florida. It's a tropical paradise out there on that big old deck. They have obviously the outdoor deck, Adirondack chairs, picnic tables, bar stools. Grab some friends and go listen to some live music at Papa Top. Frog's Bar. Outdoor bar, picnic tables, Adirondack chairs, 2 fire pits for when fall comes. The owner, Mary, is phenomenal. She's a friend of mine. She wears the chillin' zip up proudly. And there's live music there all summer. Oneida Calet Civic Center. Upcoming events include NU Wrestling on May 27th. I'll be at that. Absolute Adele, an Adele tribute show, coming October 22nd at 3 p.m. Get your tickets for that, oneidacalet.com. Also coming on Saturday, February 24th, 2024, is Appetite for Voltage, a Guns N' Roses AC/DC tribute band. Get your tickets at oneidacalet.com. All right, on to my next guest. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Chillin' with Rick, the People Show. Without the people, I'd be nothing. I thank you guys sincerely from the bottom of my heart for watching. I could introduce this guy all day long, but we're in a little bit of a time crunch, so we're just going to get right to it. This is a very special episode to me, too. One of the most special I've ever done. This guy has helped me through a lot, and we're just going to leave it at that, and we'll get into it. Please welcome my mentor and one of my best friends on this planet, and the former boss, Kirkland.
What's up, buddy?
How are you, brother? Fuck that hand.
How's everything?
Everything's good.
Good.
This is one thing that I never thought would happen in a million years.
Well, you know where it left off like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And thanks to Scotty D.
Thank you, Scott. I owe you my life.
Yeah.
And the 5 other ones after that.
And trust me, I thought about it, and I had you in my mind for, those whole 5 years,
me
off
too.
and on. And I regretted the decision to totally cut you off like that, but, that had to happen.
Yeah.
For me personally, for my peace.
Yeah.
You made it right last week when we were at the fair.
Yeah.
And was it last week?
It was.
I don't remember.
It's like 10 days ago.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So,
We had a good time.
Now I'm sitting in your backyard, I'm chilling, and you got a tour of your beautiful home.
Yeah, man.
And here we are, like we never missed a beat.
I love it. So let's start from our beginning.
Yep.
I met you in 2010 when life had knocked me down, man. And a lot of people had given up on me. I was in my mid-30s living with Daddy. Alex just came into the picture. I was on food stamps, damn near on welfare, which means you're working your ass off for $200 a month.
Right.
I was ready to go that route.
Right.
I'm not going to mention the name of the company we work for.
No.
You don't deserve it.
No, not at all.
So anyway, Frolic said, come up, put your application into that place, and I did. And I got the call back, like he said would happen, because Frolic had it like that up there.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, outdoors. And they said, Kurt will be in a minute. And I'm like, all right, whoever the hell Kurt is. So you came in, and right there I saw your aura for the first time. Like, you just want to be around you.
Mm.
And I got told I got the same aura.
Yes.
And so you sat down, and I was almost in tears. And I go, look, man, this isn't the most impressive application you're ever going to see. I just need a chance. And thank God you gave me that chance, because that was the start of something which could have been big. I dropped the ball on that, but we'll get into that. And you gave me a chance, and I appreciate that, man.
You're welcome. You deserved it.
Yeah.
And look where you went.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
In 3 months, I was supervisor.
Right. Exactly. And one of the best I ever had. So
I feel like I wasn't ready for that, but
listen, sometimes somebody's got to push you in the pool so you can swim.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it's all about.
Yeah. So I'm going to bring up two names that you probably haven't heard in a while, Vic and Wes.
Yeah, it's been a couple of years. It really has.
So I remember it was my first day as supervisor. We were back there. Somebody screwed up a pallet. I think it was me, you, and somebody else, and you were getting me riled up because Vic and Wes were running late. And you're like, you gotta get them. You gotta get Well, I didn't care who got there first. I needed to try to prove myself.
Right.
And I didn't ever want to be that asshole boss, but I turned into that asshole boss that day. And Vic happened to get there first, who takes zero shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I lit into him, and upstairs heard me.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, what in the hell is going on? And you came and got me. What in the fuck are you doing? Have you ever heard me talk to anybody like that? It makes you look so weak and disrespectful. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I dropped the ball on that, Kurt. And I think about that a lot.
But being a supervisor and being in charge of anything is a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, it
and
is.
it can get very overwhelming, and then it turns into emotion,
Yeah.
and then you feed off your emotions, and that's what you were doing. Any young supervisor goes through that stuff.
Yeah.
I've raised my voice. I don't know if you've heard me,
Yeah.
but sometimes you got to get to that.
It was never at me, thank God, 'cause
No,
I probably would have cried.
I think the person I think the person I raised my voice to more than a couple times was Willie.
Oh.
And he was one of the best employees I ever had work for me,
Yeah.
but he was a pain in the ass because he was rock-headed, you know what I mean? He had it his own way, he wanted to do it, and that's it.
And I'm glad you brought that up, because when I took over for supervisor, there was always this rift between first and second shift. It's like, why is there this rift
Right,
here?
there's
We're
like a
all
rivalry
team.
type thing going on, yeah.
And you were sat in your little office there, and you said, you two hash it out in your little 6 foot by 6 foot office.
Yeah.
I said, look, I don't know what the fuck your problem is, but first shift and second shift, that's got to stop.
Mm-hmm.
We're all a team. We got to work together. You were big on being a team.
Exactly.
And I said, you need to stop. And he stopped.
Mm-hmm.
And then it got to be where I was overwhelmed. I was like, look, I'm done. I dropped the ball on that too, and I apologize.
No,
for that.
that's fine.
I remember whipping the fucking board in your office.
Yeah.
Fuck this, and I walked out.
Yeah.
And you gave me a call. Are you done? I was like, I don't want to be done. Get your ass back up here, and you suspended me for a day.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready for that kind of responsibility. I dropped the ball. I would never do that now.
It's
I've
not.
grown.
It's not cut out for everybody.
It isn't.
You know, and trust me. When I started my working career, I started out at Hardin Furniture.
Yeah.
And I was working. I worked in the attic, moving furniture when I started on second shift. Then went to first shift, working in the attic and doing all that stuff. Then went to the rough mill, running saws and shit like that. It's the best job I ever had in my life.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that more than any job I ever had in my life, and I've
Yeah.
had many
Yeah.
different opportunities in life. Being in charge of shit isn't always necessarily the best course.
No.
Because you're never off duty.
Yeah, no.
I'd go on vacation. I wasn't on vacation. I'm
Yeah.
answering emails. I'm on the phone.
Yeah. I called you during hunting season.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still ducking for that one. You used to leave. Don't you dare call me today. I don't get. Only if this place is burning down. You cost me a fucking deer. I was like, well, you got your ringer on in the woods.
Oh my God, I remember
We had
that.
a lot of good times.
Yeah, we did.
We did. I mean, and thank God for you, man, because like I said, I was at a point where everybody had given up on me. And I needed somebody like you in my life, man.
Well, I saw a huge potential in you, Rick.
Yeah. And Bowie, I talked to him the other
Yeah.
night. He goes, I used to tell Kurt, they're not good, get them out.
Yeah.
He told me that. He goes, you were different. He just told me this the other night. He goes, I saw something in you, and Bowie just told me that.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I appreciate that, Bowie.
He was a great guy.
Yeah,
he still is a
he
great
still
guy, but
is.
man, what a great employee he was.
Oh, yeah.
He was a bull,
Yeah.
and he had work ethic. They don't make guys like that anymore.
One leg.
Ran himself over the lawnmower.
That's not funny.
No, it's not funny, but he would find it funny.
He would.
That's a sense of humor.
Oh, he wants to know if you still got the Jeep. I said,
No,
don't know.
I sold the Jeep. I had a couple. I sold them. I wish
So,
I still had one.
He'll
But
be in Sunday, and I'll let him know.
I totally rotted the frame out on it because I didn't take care of it right. So, anyway.
I only had 100,000 on my Jeep, and the frame rotted on that too.
Yeah, the
and that's
frames
just
suck
like
on it.
breaking it in.
Yeah.
With 100,000 on a Jeep.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, mine was a '97, and I was driving at that place.
Yeah.
So and I remember the gas tank fell off in the driveway, and Adam Berdanier came to get me. He's like, your gas tank just.
Oh,
That's
my
how
God.
bad I was, man.
Yeah.
So, fast forward to now.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So I want to ask you this question.
Yeah.
I don't know if you addressed it on Chillin' or not.
Yeah.
I know that you interviewed the Captain Jack or whatever his name is there, and you got a lot of likes and views on that, and then it sparked.
It
Did
did.
you have an idea that you wanted to do this before that day?
No,
And it
I
just
had a
something,
subconscious dream.
and it just,
And I got a hold of Costin, and he's like, I'm all for it, let's do it. And it was originally only meant for him. I'm sorry, guys, you've heard the story 900 times.
I need to hear it in person. I'm sorry about that too.
But yeah, I got a hold of like Lynn White from Before August, Steve Sealman from 169, he's a drummer, who's running my party on Tuesday, who's setting everything up for Chillin' Fest. That's going to be a big deal.
Yeah, good.
And, and guys like that helped start me out. And that got me on the map. Especially Lynn White from Before August. Lynn, I love you, brother. 1,700 views. Daryl White, who was here the other day, he got me like...
He's one of my favorite singers.
He's one of my best friends.
He's a great guy.
Yeah.
That Ryder, his new
Yeah,
band, I
yeah.
saw some videos.
Yeah.
Where were they playing?
Sharkies.
Sharkies, yep. And his dad went
Yeah.
up on stage and
Yep.
sang with him.
Dude,
that was so awesome.
He wants to do that as often as he can.
Yeah. He
Obviously.
seems like a really good family
He
man.
is such a nice
He loves
guy.
his parents. I can tell that. His voice is like
Yeah.
totally 80s.
Yeah.
Killer.
Yeah. He wants to be back in 1989 and leave him there.
If he goes, I want to ride with him because I want to go back too.
Yes. So anyway, his interview got me 1,000 views in a day and a half.
Yeah.
And that's the first time that happened. I was like, holy shit. And back then, you got to learn, there's no blueprint to do this. I had every interview on my phone, and I forgot to clear it out. Storage was full, it ran out
Yeah.
halfway through.
It's frustrating.
He had to stay into the night. But we got it done, and he had nothing to do anyway.
Right.
And I got lucky booking him. And now he's one of my best friends.
Yeah.
Out of everybody in this local scene, he is it.
Yeah. He just seems like a genuine, down to earth guy.
He is.
Who's your favorite local band right now? Like it.
169 Rhythm Section.
Yeah, I haven't caught them live yet.
Yeah.
But I've seen videos.
You're missing out.
They sound.
They're going to be at
amazing.
Frogs in a couple weeks.
Are they?
Yep.
See, I'm old.
I know. I know.
Listen, if you
It's
start,
an early
listen,
show.
you guys with your bands, and we'll dive into the weeds in a second on how hard it is to be in a band and how
Yes.
much work goes into it.
Yeah.
You start at 9 o'clock at night, an old man like me, that's hard. Because I got to sacrifice my whole next day because I party like a rock star when I go out and I know I'm going to suffer all next day. But
And don't deter him.
but I have a great time when I do it, and I do it once in a while.
Yeah.
But I'd like to catch those guys live for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, you got a chance in a couple weeks, and it's an early show.
Yeah.
So
That's
I'll
the main
invite-
thing.
I'll invite you out.
Is it 6?
I think so.
Yeah, 6 is perfect.
I don't know. I got to get a hold of Steve. I just talked to him a little while ago. I just know it's in a couple weeks. But anyway, let's get back to where I was. So we had a falling out, and This is the last time we'll ever talk about it.
Right. Then we're going to bury it.
You were at a Guns N' Roses show out in Buffalo. I'm sure you remember.
I do.
And you went live. And I was like, man, he's kind of being a dick. But you were drinking a lot.
Yeah.
But what I thought was being a dick was you having a good time.
I was just being goofy.
Yeah.
But I could
You were
see how
being-
somebody could see it. But
Yeah.
I was like, when you get a shot in the dark like that,
Yeah.
that's what threw me more than anything. I'm
Yeah.
like, because I'm like, what did I do? Like, if I walked up to some strange chick
Yeah.
and grabbed her in the ass or punched some guy in the face for no reason, I don't remember what I said. I think somebody was smoking pot
Somebody
behind me or
was.
something. I was goofing because I had
Yeah.
my camera on. I'm going, well, who cares if smoking? I've smoked pot before. I'm not judging the guy. I'm just goofing off.
I misinterpreted everything, man.
I know you did.
I did. And I just, wrote you a paragraph, which I should have never have done. I was like, look, man, you probably had a lot to drink. You're being a dick. I thought you would listen to me because I was one of your best friends.
Right.
You're just like, click, done.
Oh,
Fuck.
that's one of my abilities is, and I can do it real fast, is I can, like, shut right off.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that's good or bad.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I have that ability just to cut you right out. I
Yeah.
just don't want the
Yeah.
drama. I don't need any of
Yeah.
that shit. It hurt.
Yeah.
You know,
it
it's
hurt me to
you
write
know,
it.
It hurt me.
Yeah.
To have to cut somebody out, I'm not cold.
Yeah.
It's not like I don't feel it.
Yeah.
It's just I know what I need to do for my future peace. I need
Yeah.
to separate from that negativity. I don't
Yeah.
like that in my life at all.
You said some choice words to me. I don't need a fucking lecture out of you. And it's like, whoa, he took that way wrong.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that.
Right.
I thought you would say, oh, thanks, brother. I see where maybe you thought that and thought we would talk about it.
Right.
But also, in kind of my defense, I was in a rough spot at that time.
Mhm.
Like, no offense to you, I was sick of you. I was sick of everybody. I was sick of all my friendships.
Sick of everything.
Yeah, I was sick of everything.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I don't even care.
You're striking out.
Yeah.
You know, that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah, and man, have I learned a lesson from that. Oof. Don't ever do that to anybody, man. I mean, to Jesus Christ.
Rick, I'm going to tell you right now,
Yeah.
I was more impressed than I thought I was going to be after we hung out at the fair and how you owned it and
I handle myself in a different light.
you matured a lot.
Yeah, I have. And people have told me that. They go, you've changed. I go, what do you mean I've changed? You just handle yourself better. And some people said I have an ego and they just quit talking to me. And I was like, oh, I don't think I have an ego, but I appreciate the feedback.
You're growing.
Yeah.
And some people don't like it.
Yeah. I mean, this is growing into something I didn't expect it to grow
Yeah.
into. I'm only a couple people away from 1,700 people.
Keep going.
I mean, Jesus. I mean, this took off. I wasn't expecting any of this. And on camera in front of my audience, because I like to be real with these guys, I am sorry. I handled that
I
wrong.
appreciate it. And I accept that apology.
Yeah. And we'll never talk about this
No,
again.
it's buried.
Yep.
It's gone.
My brother.
It's out of here. Wash that right out of here.
You know I love you very much.
Love you too, brother.
Yeah, I mean, you're like my family.
Yeah.
And we were getting to the point before all this happened where you were like, I want you to come to my house and meet my family.
Mhm.
That meant the world.
Oh,
to me.
we got to get you guys over
Yeah.
to our house. You've
Oh,
seen
I'm
my
gonna
videos.
be to your house. I'm going to be to your
We
house.
have a good
My
time.
toes will be in your pool.
We like to have a good time. You know, that's what we do.
Yeah.
So I was talking to Rachel and Corey last night, and Corey's definitely going to do your show.
Awesome.
Looking forward to it. I almost
Awesome.
got him here today. I didn't know if
Yeah.
he had time or not, but
Yeah, I do have time.
but they're not. They're doing stuff around the house, and their son's got football practice
Yeah.
or something going on later. So.
But when you told me about the stuff that they rejected stuff, I was like, oh my God, the pressure's on. for
Well,
this.
they had a professional commercial done, and I wish it aired too because my daughter works for them
Okay.
part time, and she
All right.
was in the commercial, so I
Yeah.
was like super stoked to see it
Yeah.
on TV. And Rachel looked at it, and she's very particular.
Yeah.
And she says, "Nope, get it out of here. It's not airing." So I saw it. You know, I saw the preview of it, but
That's a lot of pressure on me.
no, they're looking forward to doing it. I
Okay.
told him, I said, he's a natural.
Yeah.
You're going to be at ease,
Yeah.
and Corey, he'll do good with you.
This is named right. We are just chilling.
That's it.
This
That's
is how we talked at the state fair. And let's go back to a couple weeks ago. That's the first time we've seen each other in 5 years.
Yes.
I almost left Alex in the dust. I was like, where's Kurt? Where's Kurt? Because I thought you were going to be by the gate waiting for me. No, your ass is parked over.
I'm on a picnic table drinking a beer.
So I was like, where are you? Where are you? White picnic tables. All right. I go, honey, where's white picnic tables? I'm blind with glasses on. She's about leading me around like Ray Charles. I said, there he is. And you stood up and you just did this, and I ran right to you just like a freaking love romance movie. And we just hugged and hugged, man. It was good to see you again. It had been way too long.
No, and I just felt a sense of relief after
Yeah,
that weekend
me too.
You know, it's like
Yeah.
you have a good friend, but you're disconnected from them.
Yeah.
And
I thought about you a lot, especially when I was doing this, and I got a question for you. And you said you saw Scotty's original interview.
I did.
In 22.
mm-hmm.
Why didn't you get a hold of me then, if you've seen it?
I'm a stubborn bastard.
Yeah, you just weren't ready.
Like I said, I can be stubborn.
Yeah.
And it's not whether I was ready or not. I just that's me.
Yeah.
I put up a wall. I build
Yeah.
a wall.
Yeah.
It's been a flaw of mine for a long time.
Yeah.
You know, I can cut you out like that, and
I
it's
know.
over.
That will never happen again, though.
But your persistence and with Scott talking to me about it every time I was around him.
I didn't tell him to do that. I didn't.
I
he
know
was doing
that. I know that. But he says, dude, he can just give him a chance. He goes, I'm not saying you need to do anything, but so
Yeah.
we did.
Yeah.
Now we're back.
Yes. Well, now we're having an issue again.
No.
You're with me for life, whether you
That's
want
it.
me or not.
Yeah.
I try to text you daily, just
Yeah.
try to get you
Say
laughing.
hi.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Joke here and there.
Yeah, and that's it. And I leave you alone. Before I was blowing you up, and I'm not going to do that anymore. It's great to be able to text you again.
Right.
Man, you were missed. Because after that happened, I was in a funk for weeks. Alex is like, "Will you stop talking about it?" I was like, I lost my fucking best friend because I was an asshole, and that didn't sit well with me, man. And from then on, I said, all right, I'm gonna have to handle this better and carry myself a lot better than what I am, because that's not cool to do to anybody. You were out having a good time. That's all you were doing. You did nothing wrong. I just saw it wrong.
Right.
And you always told me never judge a book by its cover. We discussed this at the fair.
Right.
You know, I was telling you where I work and what I deal with, and you're like,
and
then I told you what happened where I think that I'm like that. They
Yeah.
stole my fucking car.
Right.
And you're like, oh, I get it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I grew up in a trailer park. I know what it's like to be that. So
I'm going to tell you right now, Rick. I've met a lot of people, from people that have nothing
yeah,
to people that live in $1 million homes.
yeah,
The best people I ever met in my life are the people that don't have much.
yes,
They really are.
yeah,
They want to give you the shirt off their back,
Yep.
actually.
yep.
Now, I worked for Time Warner, and I
didn't
worked,
know that.
Yeah, I worked
Yeah.
for Time Warner, and I did trailer parks.
Yeah.
Every shitty apartment in Rome.
Yeah.
Out to Delta Lake to $1 million homes.
Yeah.
And the people that lived paycheck to paycheck were the best people on the planet.
Yep.
The people that had the most money wanted shit for free.
Yep.
They were arrogant,
Yep.
cocky assholes. Not all of them.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
never be ashamed of your roots.
No, I'm not. I was born and raised in a trailer park. We were living on food stamps. When me and Alex moved into our apartment, we were living off my credit card. We had no money. It took every cent to move in that tiny ass 2-bedroom apartment
Right.
that you were in
Yeah.
to upgrade to this,
Look at this.
which is $400 less a month, by the
It's
way.
a beautiful home, too.
We
Beautiful.
worked our asses off on that house to make it nice. Because I told you it was so bad in there, it was like an episode of Hoarders. But you also know how sentimental it is to me because my mom is.
Exactly.
So,
When you said that, that's when it hit home.
Yeah.
It's like, your mom stood in this home,
Yeah.
and you get to live here
my
now.
mom used to babysit my niece in this home.
From
my
the trailer
cousin.
park to this,
Yeah,
to this.
Yeah.
And who knows where this is going to go.
yeah, who knows?
Keep it going.
Hopefully it gets picked up.
Yeah.
Then I'll say I'm off to Hollywood, Kurt. You're coming with me.
So now you're, have you ever thought about maybe picking up an instrument and learning how to play, or
Not even a thought.
not? Really?
Yeah.
Nothing, huh?
No.
You're just a fan.
I sit behind the drums and I'll mess around.
Bang
on
around on
Steve's-
the drums a little
on
bit?
Steve's $25,000 drum kit.
Watch him, Steve.
And he stands there and watches me. He's
Yeah.
like, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
And I carry the beat.
The 4/4 beat.
Yeah, the
That's all you
4/4
need to
beat.
know. Then
I-
you can play a song with any band in a 4/4 beat.
Yeah. I mean, he stood there and watched me. He's like, you actually just did a beat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is carry.
It took 4 hours. No, it didn't.
Dude, the drummer and the bass player, they get overlooked a lot of the times, but they're the that's the rhythm maker of the whole band.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
You know, Steve is masterclass. He went to school to be masterclass.
Yeah.
So, and one of his best friends is Ted Nugent.
No
And that's
shit.
no shit.
That's awesome.
He just sent me a picture yesterday. He
Uncle
used to-
Ted.
Yeah, he calls him Uncle Ted. He's been hunting with him on his property.
Are you shitting me?
I am not. Come to my show. Come to my thing Tuesday. It's early, 5 to 9. Stay from 5 to 6.
An early show is good for me because I get crazy after 9 o'clock.
I'm gonna peer pressure you. I know how you are with peer pressure.
When is it?
Tuesday, 5 to 9. You're only gonna sit behind a computer all fucking day anyway.
That's true. That's true.
Come out, and there's gonna be a shit ton of pizza. Eat pizza. Let me introduce you to these guys. They're all top-notch guys. You'll love them. It's gonna be like a field day for you. I'll introduce you to my buddy who owns a fucking vintage radio shop.
That's
and all
perfect.
all these electronic. Oh,
Yeah.
geez.
So
You'll be VIP.
have you been a music fan? I mean, like,
Yeah. Yeah.
never knew that about you. I mean, all the conversations we had.
Yeah.
Like, who's your favorite band in high school?
Guns N' Roses. I'm a big GNR fan.
Oh, that yeah.
Yeah.
That
I
hit.
like Michael Jackson too, but you can't say that.
I'm trying to get in.
There goes another
Hey,
5
no,
years.
listen, don't pick on him for that because I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan.
Yeah.
Bruno Mars, guys like that.
Yes.
But I love my heavy metal and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah.
But I got to tell you right now,
I don't listen to Wasp.
I like Black Alien Hollis. He's pretty good. Wasp is good.
Yeah.
My friend Mike Grote from high school is a huge Wasp fan, and I can't remember the name of the album, but Blackie had a round saw blade on his crotch.
Yeah.
I wish I knew the name of that album. I can't think of it right now, but I'm trying to get into new music now.
Yeah.
Who's your new guy?
New music?
Yeah.
Like professional?
Yeah.
Ghost.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
obvious.
Yeah.
Obvious.
I'm stuck in the 80s too. I like the hair bands. I don't like anybody new. Country wise, bring it on. Luke Combs.
I'm
all
gonna
them
give
kind
you a
of-
couple people to look up.
All right.
And
yeah, I'm gonna listen to you.
And you thought that
My mentor.
but you thought Michael Jackson was weird, but
Mm-hmm.
some people watching this might think I'm weird for saying this, and people that know me definitely will.
Yeah.
Look up Machine Gun Kelly.
Okay.
For real.
Yeah.
And if you have YouTube on your TV, look up Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah.
Pink Pop.
Yeah.
That's the tour.
Yeah.
Watch that whole concert and tell me you're not a fan.
All right. I'll watch the
Give me
whole
your
concert.
feedback too. I want to know if you like him for the same reasons I do, and I'm not going to tell you why.
Okay.
But he's amazing. And another one is I can't even think of it right now. Kim Dracula. I guarantee your chick will like him.
I guarantee
Kim
it.
Dracula. Look him up on YouTube.
We're getting married on Friday the 13th, for God's sake. In October.
She's gothic.
No, she's just dark. I mean, she likes to wear a lot of black. I guess to a certain extent, yeah. But she also likes rainbows and unicorns.
Right.
It's a mixture. You've seen how much Halloween candy's in there already. We're
Yeah.
getting ready for it. Because living in the apartment, we had nobody. Last year, we had 170 trick-or-treaters. We ran out of candy. And our neighbor across the street tried to tell us, you're going to need at least 300, if not more. Oh, no, we'll never get that busy. So now we're just spending all kinds of money on Halloween candy because we look forward to that.
Yeah, it's a good day.
Yeah.
It sounds like this street is like, I grew up on 2nd Street in Camden.
Yeah.
And that 2nd and 3rd Street are flooded with kids.
Yeah.
My mom's like an ogre. She still lives in that house. She
Yeah.
shuts the light off.
You did one of your shows on the road. And I think you went by your mom's house.
I did. I drove by
Is
there.
that close to you?
Like 30 seconds away.
Oh, that's good that your mom's right there.
Yeah.
If something ever happened, you could fly right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I want to meet her one day, man.
She's a great woman.
I want to meet her. I want to
Yeah.
have a conversation.
She literally,
I want to meet your brother, too.
yeah, they went to a concert last night. Cole Swindell, and there was other people there.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, they're living their best life out in Missouri.
Yes.
They're having a good time.
I know he was just here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yes.
I tried not to bother you during that. That's your time. But we also had just got started talking again. So,
Yeah.
like I said, I try to text you every day. Sometimes I'm going to miss it, and you're probably like, thank God.
No,
But I just try to get you laughing, and I move
I
on.
don't ever want you to feel that way.
Yeah.
I'm always accessible. Like people that meet me like socially,
Yeah.
they're surprised how I am like Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
Because there's two different people.
Yes, there are.
I'm very reserved and
Yeah.
quiet, and I'm not people-y.
Yeah.
On weekends, if I'm hanging out at the house, people just show up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm very social.
Yeah.
But when I'm not social, I'm not social. So
Your house is the place to be at, man. I can't wait to be a part of that.
we're gonna have a huge party next summer because everything will be complete.
Are
All
you
the
doing something this
landscaping.
month or no? I know you said something about September.
Oh, we're doing a lobster thing.
Nah, I ain't into
We do that all the time. No, next year we're actually gonna probably have live bands
Awesome.
and all that stuff, and open mic type situation too, so guys can get up and if they want to sing and play. So
Yeah.
we're gonna do that. It's gonna be killer. But we're waiting for all the landscaping and everything to get done. But you're
can't
definitely
wait
gonna.
for it.
You gotta be there.
VIP.
You
bro.
got to bring chillin'. You are VIP. Yeah, definitely VIP.
When I sit back and I reflect, because I reflect a lot on how far I come from season 1 to now. And Tim Moyer from Gridley Page has been out here tooting my horn just a few weeks ago. He
Right.
goes, amazing growth. And he asked me the same thing, in private. Did you ever see it going on? I was like, no. It just happened to spark and ignite. And that's when I started realizing that you musicians out there, and I'm talking to everybody, are my new family. Because they're all like brothers to me. Not many girls do my show. Some have. I can't find them. But I do have a couple sisters out there too. And they're all going to be at Chillin' Fest. And that's just my way of saying thank you. I'm funding it out of my own pocket, and I don't give a shit. And they never get to see each other because they're always gigging. That's my way to say, hey, thank you, and you all get to see each other.
Right.
I carry myself like that now. This has changed me. And I needed that. I needed some change.
If you're passionate about something, you gotta
I'm
chase
pursuing
it. You
I'm
have to.
pursuing it. Yeah.
That's what life is all about.
Yeah.
We're here and then we're gone.
Yeah.
So if something makes you happy and it's not destructive and it doesn't hurt others,
Yeah.
follow it.
Yes.
Chase it. Do it.
I can't do another 5 years without you, man.
The rule of life is be kind.
Yes, I'm always kind.
I know you are.
Yeah. I'm kind and I wear my heart on my sleeve.
Yeah.
It's right there, take it.
Yeah. Be kind.
Daryl was out here, Daryl White, the other day. He didn't have a writer shirt, and I go like this. He goes, no, keep your shirt. I was going to get the shirt off my own back. You know that's how I am.
Yeah.
We've had many conversations from 2010 to now. Can you believe it's been 13 years since that fateful day you hired me?
Long time.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Time, like, it's gone in a second.
13 years, man.
Yeah, it's insane.
And if we didn't stop talking, you imagine where I'd be at your house every day.
No, absolutely.
It's a long trip.
Like I say, man, you are definitely always invited to my house.
I appreciate it.
Because most of the time, if we're not at concerts or whatever we're doing, we're at the house, we're hanging out.
And let me tell you, this is how I discovered Yard Talk. Scotty shared it. And I hadn't heard your voice in 5 years. And just to hear your voice again, I was like, and I manifested it in my head. I haven't told you this yet. I said, I'm not only going to be on this show, your show, I'm going to be mentioned on it, and it's just going to, and I give you shit. I give you shit, and it's only me giving you shit.
Right.
That you're happier now doing the show because me and you are back talking. That's just me giving you shit. You were always happy.
Mm-hmm.
That's me trying to get you laughing. But I'm such a fan of it because you told me at the state fair you're only documenting your weekend.
It's a vlog. It's like a diary.
Yeah,
and I started
diary.
it when COVID started.
Yeah.
You know.
I got to find the old ones when you first started.
They should be all up on YouTube.
Yeah.
But I just went out one day when COVID was right in the heart of it.
Yeah.
And we're all home. Heather's working from home. Brittany's doing her college from home, and I'm working from home.
Yeah.
And I had enough.
Yeah.
Not because I was getting socially depressed because I haven't like been face to face with my mother other than looking through a window glass.
That's got to be hard.
And I went out and I talked about it, and then I said, you know what I need to do? Because when I was in high school, I used to keep a diary.
Yeah.
And my mom still has those, but I think there's stacks of them. I should go back and read them. But I'm like, I'm going to document just so when I'm gone one day, my family and friends and my daughter can look back and visit me. You know what I mean? That's where it all started.
Yeah.
I wasn't doing it for likes or clicks or anything.
Yeah.
I was doing it for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then it evolved, and Shay got to be a little star.
Yeah.
So I'm like, we'll keep Shay going. What am I going to do when Shay dies, though?
Dude, don't even talk about that.
I know that, but I thought about it the other day. I mean, she's
How
got
old
some.
is she?
I think she's, I don't know, 9.
Oh,
She's
man.
got some years.
Yeah, she got a long time.
But what do I do? I'm asking you.
You got to get a new dog eventually. I mean,
Do I name it Shay or?
no, that's
It's
bad
gotta
luck.
be okay. Then I'll change it in memory of Shay. Yard talk with whatever.
Yeah, you already talked about. The newest one you did. Hey Shay or something, and she started barking. Shut up, Shay! You just told her to talk. I'm yelling at my screen. Now you just told her to talk.
She can bark once, but it's crazy talk.
And my favorite thing, she's firing on one brain cell. I die laughing every time you say that.
I try to
Because I got 3 cats on the same brain cell.
I try to get her taking a dookie or whatever.
Yes, you always zoom in on oh, she's arching. That's why your show is so fun to watch. I don't know these people you're talking about,
Right.
But it's such a cool concept.
Yeah.
Like, how did that come to you? You said you were just bored, right?
No, I just have a lot. I have a lot of thoughts in my mind. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I just want to document it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like if we have a good time or whatever, I just want to talk about that so I can go back and visit it. And like I said, my family and friends can visit it.
Yeah.
It all happened by mistake.
Yeah.
It's fun for me.
Yeah.
And when COVID was going on too, if you were friends with me on Facebook back then, you would have seen them.
Yeah.
I'm glad you haven't. Get drunk and play guitar, you know, and I'd run into people on the street after COVID. You got to go live again. You got to keep going live because I do it live.
I was a fan when you did that.
But I'd get up in the morning like, oh, because I'd swear a lot, and I'm like, oh my God, I got to delete that. So I'd get up and delete it real quick. So I wanted to do it responsibly and put my shit out there. So
now, have you cut back on drinking, or are you?
yeah,
still,
I don't. I don't drink during the week or
Okay.
anything like that. I'm a social drinker.
Now, were you drinking during the week back then, or?
Yeah, during COVID and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And did you have a realization like, hey, man, I better cool it, or?
You know, it was. I didn't like not feeling good.
Okay.
You know, I like to be sharp,
Yeah.
and
You're one of the smartest people I've ever met, and that's.
I
that's
wouldn't say
honest.
that.
No, seriously.
Some people might disagree with that, but thank you. No, I didn't like feeling. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Good.
You know what I mean? So, no, I don't drink during the week. I might overdrink during the week, and
I know when your brother was here, you parked.
yeah. But in this past long weekend, I overdid it, and
And you felt like shit again.
I did. So, yeah. So that's why when bands play at 9 o'clock,
It's like I'm in the band.
listen, I have no willpower, and I'm not. Nobody's pouring it down my throat. I'm the guy doing that shit. You know what I mean? So I'm not blaming anybody else. But yeah, during COVID, it got real weird. It was a weird time that we lived through there. So I played guitar more than ever then, and yeah. So I'm glad that's over.
I want you to do this again and bring your guitar.
I will. I want to play All Right Guy for you.
All right. It'll be another year. It won't be till next year, so
No,
you got
that's
plenty of
fine.
time.
I would have brought it today, and I haven't played in a few days, and I got to warm up and all that stuff. But you're gonna kick it. I might even do it tomorrow on Yard Talk.
Okay.
So you can hear that song.
Yeah,
It's fun.
that'd be cool. And I know you took footage from here, me introducing you.
Absolutely.
I've been
That'd
on
be
Yard
there.
Talk a lot.
You have.
I appreciate it.
That first introduction you sent
But we're
me was
helping
nice.
each other out.
Yeah.
That just came to me like a bolt of lightning.
Yeah.
It took literally 5 seconds. I was like, oh, I'm going to make this for Kurt, whether he uses it or not. That's on him.
Yeah. Absolutely. I
Yeah.
couldn't wait to put it in.
I'm not trying to take over your show. or
No,
anything.
no. No. You're doing a great thing here, though, man, with these local musicians.
Yeah. And every time, when this started, every time I was doing an episode, I was like, fuck, I wish Kurt could see this. Kurt could see this. And then I get mad at myself all over again, like, idiot, you lost your best friend. He's never going to see this. And then thank God for Scotty, because then you seen it.
Yeah.
And what did you think when you saw his interview?
I liked it.
Yeah.
I did. And
It all just came so natural to me. Like,
Yeah.
this is how I talk to everybody on or off camera.
and Scott's an easy guy to talk to.
Oh, yeah, I love him.
He's a great dude.
I just had Aaron on.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm
That was great.
focusing on local
Yeah.
businesses now.
They're great people.
Yeah.
Both
Scott
of
and
them.
Aaron are wonderful people.
Yeah, they're great
They're
people.
both coming to my wedding.
Yeah.
I mean, I asked Scott to be the best man.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were first. You're going, you fucking, God forbid you don't chase a deer.
Sorry. Gotta eat.
You didn't know. You didn't know I was getting married. Though.
I didn't even know you were engaged.
Yeah,
Until you told
I've
me
been
that.
engaged in 2015. So
Wow.
I said, well, it's about time.
Time to pull the trigger.
Yeah, it's time to pull the
You
trigger.
guys got a beautiful home. You might as
Yeah.
well settle down and,
Yeah.
and make it legit. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
But
So
I just want to get into this.
please do.
Because it's all about local musicians,
It is.
right?
It is.
And when us guys go out, and back in high school, I had my band, but it was never like to the caliber of the guys that you interview.
Yeah.
Everybody out there has to understand how much work goes in to having a band.
It's a lot of
The
work.
practice, the rehearsal, and the money you spend on gear,
Oh man.
the loading in,
Steve,
the load.
tell him about it.
Oh my God! We go out and we crack a beer and we're watching the band. We're having
Yeah.
a good time. It's like that looks like so much fun. These guys they are having fun on stage. Don't get me wrong, but the work that goes into getting there, loading in, and then when the party's over, then all that work starts over.
Especially in the dead of
reverse.
winter. You
Oh
gotta pack it up.
my God!
Justin Smithson from Showtime. He'll be at that thing Tuesday.
Yeah.
Please come.
Remind me.
He said, you get paid to set up and tear it down. The middle part's easy.
Right. That's the fun part.
That's the fun part.
Yes.
And I went to Broken Rule yesterday. Have you ever seen Broken Rule? Phenomenal country.
Kevin's a great drummer.
Kevin's a good
I
friend
know,
of mine.
I know Kevin.
I posted a picture of me and him.
Yeah.
We hung out
He's
yesterday.
a
We were a couple old ladies. I ain't seen Kevin in almost a year since my party here last year.
I was just talking to a guy the other day. Heather and I were actually talking about it on the way out because she pointed at Papa Top. She goes, Broken Rule played there a couple weeks ago or whatever. I said, I was just talking to somebody, I can't remember who it was, that said that Broken Rule is their favorite country band.
They're phenomenal. Matt Fellows, lead singer.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Well, they play the 90s and shit, you know what I mean?
Best era.
The good stuff.
Yes.
Yes.
Kevin, right? It's Kevin Pratt. He goes by Kevin Rule for Broken Rule.
Right.
I give him shit about it. I give everybody shit, but that's why we love each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. And stop dyeing your fucking beard.
I didn't today. I didn't today, did
If I see that brown one more time, you're getting a novel.
I almost did. I looked at my Just for Men. I'm like,
Look at this.
I looked at my Just for Men. I'm like, I'm gonna dye it jet black, but I didn't. I think I'm gonna go gray. Keep it gray.
Please do.
Either that or shave.
Yeah.
I'm not sure yet.
No, keep the beard. Keep it gray. I'm gonna keep it with you.
We're getting
fucking
old
fucks, Kurt.
I know, we're getting old. Who's your next interview?
Max Sheldon.
From what band?
He's a single guy.
Nice.
Play solo. It's
Oh
probably
no,
not-
I know Max.
Long hair. He looks like a Viking.
Yeah, yes. The big Viking guy.
Probably the best voice in Central New York, in my opinion.
I follow him and we're friends on Facebook. And,
It's going to be an inside interview because God forbid it don't rain.
Right.
He doesn't know that yet. He'll be at
we
my
caught
thing.
him in Oswego. My daughter got an award. What's it called? Can't remember. She's gonna kill me. Dean's List or something.
Yeah.
Some national. It's not the Dean's List, but it's some national award. Honor Society or something like that. So we were in Oswego and we went and got dinner and Max was playing in there that night. And he's amazing live. He really, really
Matt
is.
Granger, have you familiar?
I like him too.
Him and Max, it's over. They're
Yeah.
both going to be at my party.
Yeah.
Max, his whole purpose on earth is to aggravate the shit out of me. I asked him last night, and it's from 5 to 9, and I put 5/9. He goes, May 9th? You asshole, you know what I'm trying to say.
You don't want to piss him off. You can pop your head like a pimple.
He's not like that.
No, I know.
No. He's very gentle. He's a gentle giant.
Yeah.
And when he's out here, it's just like me and you. Last year, I leaned forward. I go, lean forward. And he does. I go, how fucking high are you right now? That's why this is successful. Because I just asked these guys, how fucking high are you right now?
Have you ever had anybody sit and play a song for you?
All the time.
See, I got to go back and watch all your videos.
Yes, please do.
I have to.
Kurt, when this started out, like I said, it was no blueprint. I used to have a notebook. Justin, remember this?
Taking
Justin
notes?
from Showtime hated this fucking notebook. And Z, the other guy who does this, very good friend of mine. And where were you born and raised? And I wasn't talking back to these guys. I was just, okay, on to the next. I go, sorry guys, I can't read this question I wrote down. I can't read my own handwriting. On to the next. It was a freaking nightmare. But I was learning. And I said that to him. I used to do my show in between these two trees. That's where I'm getting married to, by the way. Right in between these two
Beautiful
trees.
spot.
Yeah. And Justin and I said to Justin, I go, season 1, 2, it was season 4 then. I go, what a shit show season 1 is. He goes, don't call yourself a shit show. He goes, you weren't learning. He goes, you just jumped right in. He goes, kids from our era, Justin's 42, 43. He's right around at my age. He goes, you just jumped in because you wanted to do it. Don't knock yourself like
Right.
that. It pissed him off, actually.
Go back and listen to like Howard Stern back when he first started. He was fucking awful.
Yeah.
He was awful.
Yeah.
And now look, it's
So
it's progression, brother. You can't jump right to the top.
Daryl White told me, he goes, be yourself. People will see that and they will identify with it, and it's off to the stars.
100%.
I mean, I'm 100% being me, swearing and everything. I'm gonna get shit for that.
No, I swear like a trucker.
Yeah.
I can't help it.
But this means the world to me. I mean, my mentor's out here. I think a lot of you. And we've been like this even when you were my boss. And you asked me in the house, was I an asshole? No. You are a boss. Shit has to get done. It has to get out that door. Shit rolls downhill. You know that as well as I do. I mean, if shit's not rolling out, it's on you, and then it goes on to us.
Well, I have wicked good work ethic, and I
Yeah.
expect everybody to have it.
Yeah.
That works with me or for me.
I worked my ass off at that place.
You did.
Yeah.
You're very good at it.
the prison project was coming up, and that didn't even take effect for years and years later.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, just stick in it for that.
That's right. I needed you.
Yeah.
I need my team.
I was gone. I was gone, man. And I dropped the ball on that. And I'm full of regrets over my decisions in the past. But it's part of learning and growing.
Listen, that's like, hey, the life is hard.
It is.
It's hard as fuck. And you just have to roll with the punches. And everybody has horrible, horrible days.
Yeah.
You have them.
Yeah.
I have them.
Yep.
That one bad day is not defining your life. So just keep going. This is a gift, right?
It is a gift.
It really is. And it's how you look at the world.
I reflect a lot. I think everybody should at least reflect once a year or something.
Yes.
I mean, and not only for my show, but look how far I've come.
Yeah.
When I met you, I was driving a beat-up Jeep. The gas tank fell off in the driveway at that place. That's how bad it was, and I was living with my dad. To that little tiny 2-bedroom, so we could save up for the next step. Here it is.
Yeah.
And I just joked with her, because I did it every few months. Are we ever going to get married? And I was out here doing an interview, and I had a text waiting for me. Let's get married on October 13th. And I wrote back from out here. She's right in there. This year? She's like, yeah. I go, 7 weeks away. You want to get married? Yep. And that's how it came about. That's how the apartment came about. She got an offer to work out here in Oneida full time. She goes, we're finally going to live together. Because we were about 5 years seeing each other once or twice a week.
Right.
For 5 years. That was tough.
Yeah, that's
when you're in
hard.
love with somebody.
Yeah.
And you're only seeing them once or twice a week. We were rabbits.
Where was she living? You guys never left the bedroom, right? Were you,
Syracuse.
Syracuse,
Yeah.
yes. I remember that now.
Yeah.
Because I didn't remember her when at the fair.
Yeah.
And once you jogged my memory, then
Yeah.
it all came back.
Yeah. She wasn't having a good day that day.
Yeah.
I apologize.
No, dude. Listen, I don't judge anybody.
Yeah.
I don't know what anybody's going through up here.
Yeah.
Somebody's having a bad day. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not going to try to figure it out.
Yeah,
You just
no,
go through your thing, and
Yeah.
I'm not going to judge you by it either.
Yeah. But we ended up having, we had a good night after, and everything was good. And I think it's just me and you hadn't seen each other, and I think she kind of felt left out. And I knew that was probably going to happen.
Yeah.
I said, well, and I told her on the way up, I said, we haven't seen each other in 5 years. We're going to be pretty much Siamese twins.
Right. Yeah, and we were.
We're going to want to talk to each other.
Yeah.
All right. And she was cool with it. And then I think she's like, all right. Then she wanted me to herself.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
hope
totally
you
respect the
understand.
shit out of that.
I hope you understand that.
No, I do.
I mean, if it was up to me, I would have.
I
I would
know.
have been with you through the concert.
No judgment. But Heather and I did stay for a little bit of REO. We left a little bit
Did you
early
see
to
Scotty
get-
that night?
No, we did,
Yeah.
but I didn't know they were going to be there for real. I think his sister was there. There was a bunch of people there.
Yeah, he had his family there.
I didn't know that, and then he come out because they were in the front.
Yeah.
And the way that system works back there, I think I hate it. I understand it, but I can't stand it.
Yeah.
You got to wait in line, then they give you a bracelet, and you can go up in the gate.
Okay. All right.
And get up front, and they got up there, and I didn't know that. And he come out and tried talking to the guard or whatever, the security guy.
Yeah.
Hey, let him in, let him in. No, they wouldn't let us. But anyway, yeah, I did see him.
Yeah.
But we stayed and stood back for a minute, and then got out of there before the crowds.
Yeah.
REO sounds great.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
I saw a video.
We've seen them a few times.
Yeah.
They sound amazing.
I don't think we were ever in for the concert because she's not like that.
Right.
I mean, I would have been in.
If it was Ghost, she would have been there.
Fuck yeah. she's already looking at the tour schedule for next year, and they ain't even on tour next year.
Oh, my nephew Aaron is like a huge Ghost fanatic too.
Yeah.
I wonder if he was at
You
that
just
show.
saw my bathroom. That's
I
all
did,
Ghost.
all Ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
it's
cool.
all Ghost. So I go in there taking a shit, and I got to look at Papa.
He's watching you always.
Always. It's like Jesus.
Unbelievable, man.
So what do you do nowadays? What do you do for work?
Well, I buy and sell antiques and vintage items.
All right.
I work for myself, so
Nice.
and COVID helped with all that stuff.
Yeah.
I was going to retire when I was 55.
Yeah.
And I'm 54 now.
Yeah.
And I'll be 55 in April. So
Is that still a game plan?
no, I'm going to
No?
keep doing what I'm doing. I
You're
might
making
do it
money, aren't you?
Yeah. And listen, I'm not hurting. We're doing good, and I'm not complaining about anything. I work for
$100,000 pool.
dude. Listen, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
That's me giving you shit.
I know, but I worked for the man
Yeah.
for too fucking long.
Yeah.
And all the asshole bosses out there kiss my ass.
You paid your dues.
Oh,
It's time for you
I
to
certainly
relax.
did.
It's time for you to relax and have fun.
Yeah, well, things happen in life where at that time it's devastating. You're like, what the fuck? What am I?
How
And
many times did you go to that awful place sick? You got me sick before.
All the time.
And that's a long drive to be sick.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
what's it, 45 minutes? At least.
Dude, get there 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Leave at 4:30, 5 o'clock at night.
Yeah, you're dead ass tired.
Yeah,
Dealing with my shit.
I was there into the second shift. You know what I mean?
You were.
So all I wanted to do was put my 50 plus hours, 60 hours in,
Yeah.
and sit at my dining room table and play my guitar on weekends. That's all I wanted to do.
I know.
So now I got the time to do that stuff whenever I want to do it.
Yep.
So
I'm very glad for you.
thank you.
I'm very proud of your success as well, man. I mean, no one deserves it more than you.
I appreciate
Because
that.
I know what you went through.
Yeah.
And that wasn't easy to do that kind of work.
No.
How many times did that clipboard go against the wall up there?
Well, Adam's still a great friend of mine, and he's the only one I think I really lost my mind around. You know, where I like threw clipboards.
You could have did it around me.
I know, but we were up alone in the
Yeah,
conference room or whatever, and he was. Thank God for Adam, because if it wasn't for him, I
Well,
probably
were you
would have killed him.
frustrated because the company was going one way and you wanted to go another? Or?
There was a culmination of things, and I don't want to get too deep in the
don't
weeds
get
on
too, don't get too deep.
it. But
I didn't know this, so I'm just asking.
there was a lot of things going in a direction. I don't even want to talk about it.
All right, you're good.
I'd rather
One way,
just
other
listen.
way.
I cut
it.
that off,
Yep.
and that cord is cut, and
Yep.
it's gone.
Good. We'll never talk about that again.
It was a
either.
hostile
Okay.
environment.
I
So
get
when
it.
you work in a mentally hostile environment,
Yep.
it's not healthy for anybody.
No.
And anybody that has a job that you fucking hate,
Yeah.
and you got a dickhead of a boss, there's other options out there. Get out of there. It's not good for you mentally.
No.
There's a lot of options out there. Go live your life.
Yes.
So yeah, that's all
Yeah.
it's about.
We're done. We'll never talk about that again either.
I hate it.
We're not done with the interview.
No.
But I just want to say thank you for putting up with my shit for so many years. Thank you for being my mentor. Thank you for always being there for me. I appreciate it.
Rick, I'm glad we're back in each other's
Yeah.
lives.
Me too, brother.
I think it's just going to enhance.
It
And
is.
It's going to be. We're going to have some
I'm
great
going to
times.
share yard talk every week.
We're going to have some good times together
Yeah.
too.
I'm gonna get out to your house more than you're gonna be here.
Yeah. Absolutely. If we have a legit gathering or a party or whatever, I'll definitely invite you guys.
Yeah. I mean, if you live closer.
Oh, I know
I'd
what
be
it's like. No,
wait.
I totally get it. But that big bash next summer, you better have your ass over there,
I guarantee you.
because
I'm
that
be
is
there.
going to be a good one.
I
That's going to be a
guarantee
big party.
I'm already there, and you don't even know it.
I mean, whatever band we hire, you'll
Bands,
know.
he's looking. I know a couple.
Yeah, so you're going to know the guys. So
Yes, absolutely.
yeah, we're going to have a good time.
And I'm gonna make sure that me, you, and that band have fun. I don't care about the rest of your guys. Scotty will be included in that too.
Skinny dipping at midnight.
Oh God,
That's
I'm
mandatory.
out. Here comes my moves, Kurt. I got fat since then too, man. I eat good.
You got to eat.
You've seen the paradise that I live in. I eat good with it. She's got a killer job. She's a boss of the United Sleep Lab.
Really?
Yes. So she's raking in the bacon.
Awesome, man. Good
And then
for you.
I'm doing what I'm doing, and I'm embarrassed of that.
No, don't be embarrassed of anything you do. Never. Listen, my philosophy, and you can ask my wife and my daughter too. I appreciate whatever you do in life. I
Yeah.
appreciate if you're great at it and you work hard at it. I totally appreciate the shit out of you.
I'm contributing to society.
That's it. That's all you need to do.
I'm not sitting on my ass.
No.
I wish I could do this full time.
Right.
I'd be right up there with Rogan. No, I wouldn't.
You're not done yet. Remember,
just,
like I always say, it ain't over yet.
Where's that shirt that I got you?
Heather's got it in the car. I'm gonna wear that tomorrow.
I told Alex, I go order an XL and put "It ain't over yet" on that shirt. Alex does all my gear.
Yeah.
I love you, honey. Thinking she ain't gonna watch this. But she goes, "Why this?" I go, "That's his catchphrase. That's how he ends every episode."
Mm-hmm.
All right. So she did it.
Shut up, Shay, and it ain't over yet.
And
They
where's my
took right off.
goddamn shirt?
St. Patrick's Day parade this past spring. I was walking through the village there, and I heard, "Shut up, Shay!" Somebody screamed it.
Camden's such a small town. I think it's smaller than Oneida, so you're probably known. I think you were known anyway.
Well, I mean, I have a lot
You
of
are
friends
who
there.
you are. Let's
Yeah,
face
I mean, I know a lot of people because I grew up there, and
Yeah.
I still live there. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't know if I was like known, like famously known.
Yeah.
But
How
like
many places have you been kicked out of, Kurt?
oh,
Are you
We
even
talk-
allowed in the good life?
Oh yeah, I'm welcome to. I think there was one bar in Camden that, like, when I was like totally out of my mind,
Yeah.
crazy, told me to leave. The bartender did, and don't come back. But the owner, I've been friends with his family for years, and
Yeah.
I saw him the next day, and right after that incident happened, it was nothing bad. I was just running my mouth.
Yeah.
And I go, "Am I really done?" He goes, "You're always welcome in my place." So,
Am I really
but I don't go to bars anymore, hardly ever.
Scotty told me.
Yeah,
We're going to go back real quick to the first time I saw Yard Talk.
yeah.
It was a miserable winter day. What the hell are you doing out there in the dead of winter? But you made light of it, and you had fun even in the freezing ass cold.
Right.
That's the first one I seen, and it was just so good to hear your voice again. And I got a hold of Scotty. I got a hold of him once to get me and you talking.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know about the rest of the times. And he said that he showed you the interview from this year.
Yes.
And that's all he said. I don't know what went into it. He goes, I can't tell you the rest. But I'm glad that happened, and I'm just glad you're back.
And Scott, he did it right. He wasn't, pushy about it. He
Yeah.
just kind of like,
He's smart.
yeah, he is.
He's
yeah,
very smart.
Yeah, what a businessman he is
Oh
too.
my God.
Yeah, he's good at what he
He's
does.
helped me out with this a lot.
Yeah, he knows
Bro,
what he's doing.
I
He's
go,
a, he's
bro,
a he's like there's, as far as promotion
King.
and selling merch and shit like that, there's Gene Simmons,
Yep.
and then there's Scott.
Yep. Showtime said that.
Yeah.
Justin was here for his interview.
Yeah.
And he said it right in his interview. He goes, Scott's the king of promotion.
No, he definitely is.
Yeah.
He sells that band.
Yeah.
He's a machine when it
Yeah.
comes to that stuff.
I had to have lunches with sponsors this year. I had to be confident enough to sell my show to sponsors
Yeah.
because they're giving me money. And I had no problem with it because I was confident in it. I said, look, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to have you write out what I'm going to say. And I'm probably going to try to get you more business. And I think it's worked for him.
Absolutely.
So I have to sell my show.
You have
And when DR was here, he goes, how much? And I told him the price. He goes, I'm on board for next year. So I'm going to promote Ryder next year.
Yeah.
It's like, sweet.
I got to catch those guys. What Daryl say their schedule's going to be? They going
It's
to
a
play
lot
out
of
regular? Or?
It's a lot of average Joes coming up.
Okay.
Yeah. You know where that is?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
He's playing there like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, I got to catch those guys.
Yeah.
Last time I watched those guys, I think it was at Balloon Fest.
Yeah.
And the only reason I went, it was because those guys were, I think Lou Graham, maybe it wasn't Lou, I can't remember, but the only reason I went, because they were playing.
Yeah.
I love those guys. They're amazing.
The only reason why I went
3
to
Inch
that,
Fury is what I'm talking about, not right.
3AF. I introduced him as 3, 4, 5 inch Fury.
Listen, I have a 76 Skidoo TNT, and on the cowl I got a 3 Inch Fury sticker on it.
That's awesome. Did you get a 58 Gibson yet?
No, I can't afford that shit.
I know a guy.
I don't know. I'm not spending 10 grand. Listen, I got a
selling it
bunch.
for $500, Brandon.
Are you shitting me?
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna go to the
He's
ATM
like, I got
right now.
500 right
I
now.
got 500 on me right now. No, but you got to come into my blue room too, where I work.
All right.
Where that you'd love that room's cool as shit.
You showed it on your yard.
Well,
talk.
my intro
Did
is
they buy
that-
you a Slinky back in the day too? Because you hadn't seen a Slinky in years. I'm pretty sure I did.
I have it.
I think it's in your little
is.
room. Yeah.
I have.
You were panning around. I go, that's a fucking Slinky I bought him.
The one I have two. One's
Yeah.
the one you got me,
Yeah.
and then I got another one too. Yeah,
I think that was a gag Christmas present.
it was. I still have.
But I know
don't
you
like-
appreciate that.
Don't-
stuff.
I hold on to shit, man.
Yeah.
I got shit like toys in that room. I've had since my childhood.
Yes.
I've carried them through my life, and I
Yeah.
still have them. So.
Yeah. Well, whether you like it or not, brother, I'm with you for the rest of your life, man. I hope it's a long one.
Shit. Love you, man.
I love you too, brother. We better wrap this up. Heather might be
Yeah.
coming. All right, thank you for doing this, and I didn't think that this would ever happen. This is bigger than Joe Altier to me. I mean, this
That's
is huge.
huge, 'cause
This
he's
is
huge.
This is a big deal.
No, I appreciate the shit out of that.
Yeah.
Joe, I don't think I'm bigger than you. You're amazing. I
He is
follow you and
amazing.
love you, man. You're amazing.
Yes, he is. And he's going on tour in the UK soon.
I know. I
In
saw
February.
that too, man. I was a huge Brand New Sin fan.
Yeah.
First NASCAR race I ever went to was in Watkins Glen, and
Yeah.
a quick story. My buddy and I, and we'll wrap this up.
No, you're good.
My buddy and I went to the infield or wherever they were playing, I can't remember, to watch Brand New Sin. They killed it. Next morning I get up, my buddy's gone. I'm like, where the hell is he? I couldn't find him. Looked in his trailer. There's a bunch of us there, camping trailer. Looked in his trailer, couldn't find him. I was like, oh fuck, did he die or something? He's gone. So eventually we found him. He's sleeping in between his match sprint. I got that son of a
Oh
bitch.
yeah, and you didn't even try.
Between the box spring and mattress, my
Yeah.
buddy was sleeping. His toes were sticking out. That's the only reason I found him. Brand new sin, Joe. You got my buddy drunk. He had so much fun he couldn't even find a blanket that night. But thank you. But anyway,
Hell yeah, brother. Thank you for doing this, man.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
No problem. And I want to do, I think you wanted to interview me at some point.
Yeah, I will.
I will
definitely
come to your house.
We'll
and
do
I
some
will
yard
do-
talk.
It's about time I go to your house.
I
So,
appreciate it. You
yeah.
got to get your ass there.
I will.
You're part of the family now. You know
Oh,
that.
yeah. I
So,
appreciate that,
yeah,
brother.
Appreciate it.
Guys, this was my mentor, and you can see why. And I act a lot like him, which may or may not be a good thing. But
You
this
never
is how
know.
I carry myself. He carries himself very well, and I try to pattern myself after him. Nobody else in the world, it's him. So that's who I'm trying to be like. In my own way, though. You know,
You're doing a great job.
thank you, brother.
Keep it going.
It means a lot to me,
I'm a
man.
fan.
Hell yeah.
Not just a friend. I'm a fan.
Hell yeah.
So
And
keep
your
that
family.
shit. Yes.
I consider you my family.
That's
man.
right.
I know you're only a phone call away if something drastic happened.
I'll be. If you're a friend of mine,
Yeah.
I'm loyal. I'm
Yeah.
going to be there for you.
I know you are. And I will never drop the ball again.
I know you will.
I love you,
I'm
brother.
here for you. Love you too, man.
Yes. Check out Kirkland Yard Talk on YouTube. I will be posting it on my page every Sunday.
Thank you.
And don't make me wait next time. I love your shit. I'm always telling you, where the hell's Yard Talk? There's Heather too, so perfect.